Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to this weekly reading from the 4th to the 10th of July. I'm going to start off with a happy Independence Day, happy 4th of July for all our Americans here watching this video. So we're heading into July 3rd to the 7th. We have our Sun aligning with our Sirius. Sirius is considered the spiritual sun by many, and also it's the constellation. It's a star. If you look up into the sky, you can see a blue star. That's Sirius. So a lot of starseeds, light workers, empaths, however you label yourselves, resonate or maybe come from Sirius. And if you do, then you might be feeling the feels this week, which are good feels, by the way, because that means their spiritual abilities are coming in. I just saw an interesting light, like a blue light here. So very interesting. So you're gonna start to get more downloads. Like there's going to be a shift in your perception. You're going to start to see things differently, feel things differently. It's all what we've been feeling in the past few weeks. I don't know if you've been feeling it, but I'm pretty darn sure that you have, because I've been getting a lot of text messages from my clients and friends. So Cancer new moon happened on the June 28th, and since then it's been this domino of emotions. Like a lot of people are I'm just depressed. I don't know why. It's because your emotions are filtering through you and they're coming up. And it's the best thing to do is to surrender to those feelings and emotions instead of rejecting them and suppressing them and saying, no, I feel great, I feel great. No, we need these feelings to be filtering through us, because we need to say goodbye to them. This week has been very interesting for me because I've been feeling things that I've never felt. I've been seeing things beyond the veil. I've been my plants are moving, and things are just moving all around me, and I'm like, what? And I'm just surrendering to it. I'm just allowing it, and I'm excited about it, but I'm also it's strange, right? That's the best word I can describe, because we've never felt this, or we've never seen this before. And that is exactly what's happening. We're moving into a new energy. It's like we're moving out of an old energy, and now it's visible to our eyes. I've always known that we're going to tap into way more senses than our 7 senses. So we're going to move into different feelings, I guess. I just don't even know how to explain it, because I don't even know what I'm going to be feeling, right? Or seeing. So that is what is coming. And so don't fear it, embrace it and express it and share with us, because this is and every person is different. It's an individual journey. So it's sometimes I tell my clients, well, this is what I see, and they're like, well, I didn't see that. And I'm like, doesn't matter, because you're going to see or feel something different, because we're each our own soul, right? So even though it's a collective consciousness, it's one consciousness, we each have our own blueprint, our soul blueprint. So my visions are different than your visions. So, and that's how it helps the collective, because I'm contributing that way and you're contributing this way. And that's the beauty. And that's the stepping away from the sameness and going into something unique. You're a unique soul that's contributing to the one consciousness. That's how you can look at things and say, okay, so you can stop comparing yourself to other people's experiences, because they don't have your life. That's not how you chose. This is how you chose to live this experience this way. And when you're newly awakening, you want to be like everybody else. I feel the third eye, I see the thing, whatever. But for example, I could never ever meditate. And at the beginning I was like, well, but I don't care, because it's just the way it is. It's just not me. I can tap into my higher self another way. So be it. One way is not better than the other, though. That is the thing. It's just we're really tapping into our personal skills. And in your journey, you're going to start to wake up to these things more and more as we head into this summer solstice even more. July and August is going to be more reveals. And when we reveal these things, these trickle into the consciousness, which like disclosure, right? It's the reveal. Like you start to bring that into the consciousness and they wake up kind of thing. So it's this ripple effect that could cause some chaos, could cause some that, because it's unknown to others, right? So it's like how we awakened. Anyway, it's such a beautiful journey, and it's sometimes it's not. Like, let me tell you, like sometimes I wake up, I'm like, yo, and I question, but I'm brought back down, and I'm like, hello, this is amazing. I'm like, I know. So you're never alone in this. We're all here to help each other out. We're all here to guide each other. I'm here. I have the platform, but you're just as powerful as I am, right? We are not. There's not no one more powerful than me. There's no one less powerful, because we are all powerful beings of light. So I wanted to talk to you about this like revelation I had when I had gone on a solo road trip, and I was coming back into my city of Montreal, which if you live in Montreal, then you know that it's full construction, and it has been for years, and it's just like a nightmare. But in coming in, I realized that, like, I don't know if I spoke to this already, but I'm going to tell you again because it's so relevant to our lives as well. Coming in, I was like, wow, if we are mirrors of our surroundings, right, or the people in our lives, if we reflect off each other, then this constant construction in the city means that the citizens of Montreal are angry, are constant complainers, are sad, you know what I'm saying? Like when you construction is like drilling, it's like boom, boom, boom. So it's like there's a lot of chaos within the Montreal citizen. So like corrupt governments. If the citizen is corrupt, if they cheat on their taxes, if they lie, if they take black money, if they take, you know what I'm saying? Then that is the mirror, is the government is corrupt. That's how powerful you are, and that's how powerful we can change things. So be more honest with yourself, be more authentic to yourself. Go back to who you really are. Stop playing a game because you are in a freaking movie. Stop playing a game and remember that you are the player in the game. So you created this game. You're the creator of the game. So like enjoy the game, but at the same time know that however you feel and how you act and how you put the energies back into the game, into the movie, it has a ripple effect on everything in your life. So the more we talk about the government being corrupt, the more we talk, this is a lesson that I've learned recently, the more we talk about whatever the situations, the topics out there, the more we fuel the dissent and the chaos in the world, and we just keep looping. It's just the same shit over and over again. It's the same fears that come up, and we're never getting anywhere, ever. So we want a better government. Then start like stop skimming off your bills. Stop, start paying the taxes, whatever it is. Like do the things that we created in an honest way, and then that translates. And that's like with people in your life. How you talk to yourself is like goes into the collective. If you say, oh my God, I'm so ugly, goes into the collective. Oh, I'm so sad, I'm depressed, I'm scared of whatever. It goes into the collective, and we all have to absorb it. Because if you're here and you're a starseed and you resonate with that, then that means that you're the filter. So you're filtering all this crapola and this shit. inside of you. And we're the masters. We're masters. You're all Ascended Masters. You're all masters. So it's time to change things around. Change how you, like, we empty the mind. We stop thinking so much. And we surrender to the process. Just let everything go. And whatever coming up, like, embrace it and look at it and let it go. And say, yes, I freaking judge myself. Yes, I do this. And I'm still doing this too. I'm still, like, working through this as well. But these are little revelations, and I see them. I'm like, oh, I gotta share this with you guys, because I'm seeing that in myself as well. And it's like, wow, okay. So how is everything else gonna change in my life if I don't truly love myself? If I don't truly, like, speak well of myself? If I, you know, if I am truly honest with my friend? You know, the biggest lie that we say to ourselves is, I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine. Even though you're not. And that I'm fine causes a whole different loop in your life. You go back and, like, it's like a never ending. So when you think of that, you're like, okay, how are you doing? I'm not great, actually. I'm feeling that, okay. And the universe is like, okay, great. You acknowledged it. Now let's move on. So that's just a beautiful, these beautiful energies coming up. And I know that not everyone on this channel are, like, aligned with what I'm saying, but I'm sure you're aligned with, like, love and your heart being the center of this whole universe. And that is where we have to go into. We have to go into our hearts and trust that it's taking care of ourselves. It's taking care of us. And trust the plan. And trust the process. And know that there is, in fact, I went out for supper with a friend of mine, and she she tolerates, she listens to me, but she's not 100% on board, but she's pretty much there. And she was like, you know what, Sabrina, I was sitting in a meeting with my colleagues, and all of a sudden I was like, I'm not really here. I feel like this is not important. That like, she was like like an observer. And I'm like, wow, welcome to the world. Welcome to the movie. Because exactly that. Everything is an illusion. Everything is an illusion that we've created. Everything is not real. And that's what's coming, crumbling down right now, is this reality that we've created. It can't move ahead, because there's so many of us that are moving into a newer energy, and the new energy is much more powerful than this old energy. So summer solstice, babies, like, we're in it already, and it's like full blown ahead. Lots of change happening. I know that come July, which is now like mid-July, there's going to be a lot of Mars, I think Mars and Pluto action, and which is like Pluto's all about Pluto in Capricorn, I believe. It's a lot of destruction. So we are like going to see some natural disasters happen in the world, and been saying this for a while, and it's now. And the reason that we are going through all these heavy changes is so that we could be the lighthouses, that we can stand, and as the winds blow and the world comes crumbling down, we can stand still and still be the guide, still be the guiding light. So do what you need to do. Cocoon, go walking, go swimming. You know, the interesting thing that I got, I was in a gym session with a private trainer like a few days ago, and the whole time my higher self was like, stop doing that. And I'm like, no. And I'm stubborn, so I was like, no, I'm gonna continue. And it was like, nope, stop it. So for 1 hour it was like, nope, stop. And I was like, no, I'm gonna do it. Right? And then after I like went in, and they were like, no, you need to stop exercising for the moment. They're like, you need to your DNA is upgrading at an exponential rate. your body is in a complete change, and you're exercising, and you're creating a slowdown in your changes of your body. So that is me, right? So I'm just giving you as an example. So whatever you're hearing, you need to pay attention. And I was like, I was at the time, I was like, oh great, I can stop. But you know, I love to exercise too, but it is what it is, and I'm listening. So I'm gonna go to, it's like walks. They just like walk, drink water, rest. That's all you need. I'm like, okay. So follow the guidance that's within you. Follow it, no matter how bizarre it is. Follow it, because this is your journey, and we need you on this journey. All right. If you've been here this long, I'm just going to give you a little heads up. I also do a lot of personalized, in-depth tarot readings and Akashic Records readings. It's really important right now as we dissolve our past. I'm able to go into those and dissolve those past lives for you as well, so we can move into this new energy. So I do Zoom sessions as well as live. Just DM me, just leave me a message, or go on my down below. I have all my website or email, or however you want to book a reading with me. All right, I love you, and I'm gonna see you in your readings. Have an amazing week, and I'll see you then. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aries. So we got happy. It's the gorgeous card. Yay. This is like, we got rainbows, we got stars, we have a beautiful egg, and there's a little baby in the egg. So maybe some of you are, if you're trying to give birth, then you're going to have a baby. But it also could be a birthing of a new project, so that's kind of interesting. I love this card with my nails. Just kidding. I love this card though. It's this feeling of you moving into, like, you getting grounded, you're getting centered. There's this feeling of you, like, something great is happening for you this week. Maybe you are meeting someone new. Maybe you are taking a new turn in a relationship. Maybe you are moving into like a new path in your life. There's just this feeling of you finally getting there, kind of thing. Or maybe you're on this path and your new abilities and skills are coming in, new gifts. So there's just this amazing feeling. I mean, it's July. The sun is out in the northern hemisphere. It's summer, so there's just this great, like, freeing feeling here. It's like maybe some of you are going to go on vacation. There's just a feeling of centeredness. I really feel like that. So amazing energy, beautifuls. So let's go. I have two different decks. We have the Hermit, which is the wise scholar. The Ace of Air, something new coming in, like a new communication, maybe some, I'm going to open them all. Love, we got the Lovers card. Like it a lot. We have the Knight of Swords, so some movement. The Hangman, interesting. And then the Five of Wands. Five of Wands is interesting because the Five of Wands speaks of competition, speaks of discord. Maybe that could be in love. Or, interesting, could be someone that maybe you've been, you're having to work a little bit harder for love. Maybe you're having to, interesting. Because the Hermit, very different energies. The Hermit is this like wise sage with the lantern in the cave, you know, very knowledgeable, or wise, I just said that. And this Knight of Swords is this young conqueror, warrior, kind of like flying through the sky, like very action, right? Swords, and this is like a Virgo energy, very earth. And it's, so some of you are, it could be that some of you are like quickly moving into your gifts and abilities, which is this, like, it's like they're coming in really fast, and maybe you're having a little bit of a hard time understanding them, because the Ace of Air is like they're being downloaded, they're coming in. This is like obviously a spiritual reading, but I'll go into like normal or whatever other areas. But this feels to me like there's this feeling of you coming into your own, and you're getting like your ear ringing, you're seeing things, your visions, you're feeling, you're sensing things. There's something coming through. Using your 5 senses or 7 senses that you have right now. But there's a feeling, and the Hangman shows up, and it's like, oh, I think I know what this is. It's like, be the observer. Don't fear what is coming around you. Don't fear these changes that are happening around you. So there could be some new projects starting for you. Could be something, a new relationship starting for you, and you're like, ooh, I don't know how to do this. There could be a relationship starting for you. So if you're single here, like a lot of you have cocooned yourself in like this little ball this past 2 years maybe, and something's coming in fast, and you're like, oh, I don't know, and you're like, you're fearing it, and you're almost causing your own discord in the relationship. Maybe there could be some resistance from an outside source. There could be someone else that doesn't want you to fall in love. Or the Lover's card is also a choice card. So it's like you're having to make a choice in your life, and you're choosing like this. You're choosing happiness, right? You're choosing to finally do something for yourself. And I feel like there's somebody around you that is not interested in you being happy, which is really sad. But there's someone around you that is like it's their mission to keep you down, kind of thing. And you're with these beautiful unicorns here, or unicorns, flying horses, whatever they are. There's this feeling of move, just go with your flow and go and continue expanding your life, expanding your horizons. Like keep listening to your heart. Like go, just continue doing what you need to be doing, Aries, because you're on the right path. And I feel like some of you might be even getting like it could also be someone in a job that is like you're gonna get a promotion, or like a change of job that's completely different, and maybe you went to an interview, and that's why the Hangman is here, and it's like, just wait and allow things to happen, right? Because things are just gonna naturally happen. And there could be there's someone around you that could be giving you grief, but you like, it's almost like you've accumulated so much wisdom in your life. You have the knowing inside you to do whatever you want, to get whatever, to go wherever you want to go, and you almost have to like trust yourself. Trust it. And despite anyone around you blocking you, despite anyone around you who's putting that spoke in the wheel, there's just a feeling that there is someone around you that doesn't want you to be completely happy. And it could be unconscious on their part, but just be aware of that, and know that you are being given the push to go ahead and flow, because there's a lot of divine guidance coming your way. There's just a lot of help. You have a lot of support this week. You have, that God, Creator, Source provides every minute of the day, every second of the day. So it's always there for you, and it's just believing in it and trusting that it's coming in. But I feel like you're going to get a message. So it could be downloads, but a message by phone, a computer, email, whatever, about something that you have been, maybe a house with this door here with the keys. Maybe you want to move away, move into a new home, move even away from the country. There's just a feeling of you maybe in the works with real estate or investors or something like that. And it's like, be patient, that it's gonna come through. And the Five of Wands could be that energy that there's like maybe the banks or the financial institutions are like creating like time delays, but you got this. Like there's this feeling of like, just continue trusting the process. Like don't I like this one, the Hangman, a lot, because really be this right now. Hold back and wait for the universe to set out your path for you, because it's already there. It's right. It's already set for you. It's like really trusting yourself here, Aries, and knowing that things are falling into place for you. Even I feel like some of you don't think they are, and you're like, you're too much in your head. You're like, well, this person I've been waiting for like so many years. I've been waiting, and you're like, and then imagine when you like say forget it. That's the moment usually when it's like, well, it was going to be delivered to you, right? It's always the moment. So just trust the process. I don't know what situation in your life is this, but it feels like it's like you're at the precipice of this, like of being happy, and some of you are about to give up, and it's like, don't. That is a little message here. So I have angel answers. So you can ask a question and I'm gonna give you an answer. They're like, there's times, there's like messages, and there's also yes and no's. So just be aware when you ask that question that you're open to whatever the answer is. So for Aries, please. All right, I got an answer. This is your answer. Wait. It kind of falls with this, right? It's like, wait. Do not rush into anything. Do not stop anything. Just let things happen. I love that this showed up, man. All right. All right, my beautiful Aries, this is an amazing message. So whatever it is that you're working on, whatever it is that you're getting messages on, know that it's part of the plan, and then you need to follow the plan in the sense by letting go and surrendering to it. I think that's the message more than ever. All right, my beautiful Aries, so check your rising and your moon as usual. And do book a tarot reading or Akashic Records personal reading. I do that for you. I can record and just send you the YouTube video, or we can do it live or on a Zoom call. So do that. All my information is below. I love you and have an amazing week, Aries. And I don't know if I just said this, but do check your rising and your moon. All right. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. So we got new life. New life, new energy, new relationship, new business, new project, new job, new travels, new home. This is like completely like you're ending a chapter in your life and you're moving into something completely new. This week, for the next few weeks, there's a feeling of you like, and we're all doing this, we're all like detaching from people, from energies, emotions, and we're moving into like something new. And this is like exactly that. But we've been seeing this for a few weeks for you, like for months even, and it feels like you're in it, Taurus. So it's like revel in it and enjoy it, but also realize that going into a new life and a new energy, that you are having to leave behind an old one. And it's never easy to do that, right? You could be moving into a new chapter in your relationship as well, but you're having to close that old chapter, not keep it open. And that's the key for all of us, is not to really shut it down, like dissolve, right? Because if you keep it open and then and if it like seeps through into the new one, it's again, you go back into a loop. So this is kind of a reminder that to you to be honest and authentic with yourself by letting go those old paths, old emotions, old chapters, so you can move into a new book altogether. It's a good one. I like it. All right, let's see what's going on with you this week. We have the Strength card, which is a Leo. The Two of Wands, which is a choice. And Patience, which is Temperance, which is Sagittarius. Interesting energy here. Let's go. The Seven of Cups. Many choices. The Fool card, jumping into make a move on something, and the Two of Wands. Oh, the Two of Wands, both Two of Wands. So very interesting. The Two of Wands is an Aries. The 2, 3, 4 of Wands is like the journey of the Emperor going to the Empress. So the Emperor is Aries and the Empress is Taurus, Libra. So at the Two of Wands, he's like, he has two choices to make, and he decides which path he needs to take to go see her, to marry her, right? To propose to her. So this is an interesting, like it's like obviously a life-altering decision, the Two of Wands, right? Because he's making this grand gesture. So that feels to me that you have to make a big, oh, interesting. There's a big decision that needs to be made in your life that requires strength from you, that requires to dip into your courage and your bravery, that dip into your lioness, that be that goddess warrior that you are, because you need to move into a new path. You need this, right? There's, oh wow, this is amazing. And the Seven of Cups speaks of like multiple choices that you have, multiple like, do I stay in this relationship? Do I leave this relationship? Do I change the job? Do I, you know, like all these choices, and you have to look at them. And do I surrender? Do I detach? Do I keep? And but make the changes that I need to make. Seven Emotions for me speaks of like, it's interesting that there's goldfish here. I mean, they could be koi fish, which is like very, there's symbols of abundance in the Japanese culture. But goldfish, like, is that with has no memory kind of thing, and which is kind of interesting because we're needing to dissolve our past lives, and we're needing to dissolve our memories kind of thing to move into a new energy. And it's almost like we need to dissolve our like old chapters and old patterns and behaviors and finding that strength to do that. It's like not easy, right, to end a chapter. It's like we have to close it, like lock it shut and move on. And the Fool card shows up, which is, okay, Taurus, shut it down. You make the choice and jump. What are you waiting for? Why are you holding on to this relationship, this job, this friendship, this like emotion, the status quo, the material? What are you holding on to that you feel like it's like anchoring you down, even though it's more than anchoring, it's weighing you down? And it's like this jump. And the Patience, which is really the Temperance card, is a Mastery card. It's also a Moderation card, so very interesting. So it's almost like when you jump, like don't rush into things too much. Like don't like, okay, I'm gonna end this, I'm gonna close this, I'm gonna like step outside and be the observer and really feel into your heart with each situation. Like, go into your mastery basically, and in your knowing, like, you know what to do, right? I just feel like some of you are so ready to move into a new life, a new chapter, a new book, whatever it is you want to see, and you're holding on to something because it's comfortable, because you're used to it. And it's like, again, it's like, what are you waiting for, right? The Two of Wands is make the choice. It's like coming up twice, Taurus, for you. It's like, just go for it. Like, I feel like some of you have been holding on and wanting to do this jump, and you're like holding on to, you're giving yourself different options. You're saying, oh, well, okay, maybe it won't work with this, but it'll work with this. Maybe like you keep like creating new realities, creating new paths in your life, instead of just trusting and surrendering to what is. And now they're like, you've almost created a web before you that it's so hard for you to get out of that web. Like, you're entangled in these paths. Like, there's so many, like you're almost in a maze, and you're like, I need to go. And they're like, yes, never mind the maze, like jump up above the maze and out, kind of thing. We have the power to do that. That's the feeling here I have. And it's almost honing on that mastery that you have to do this. So a lot of you have this like choice, like decisions to make, and they're life altering, because the Two of Wands is that for me. It's that like proposal, right? It's that moving into a new life with a new person kind of thing. It doesn't have to be that, though. It doesn't have to be a relationship for you. It could be whatever else is going on in your life. But it's almost that like the Fool, the Aquarius shows up here. It's like, and the Sagittarius, you know, all these signs that showed up here. It's very interesting. And the Leo, these are like, and the Aries, which are fire. These are all fire signs. Not this one. These are fire signs. These are like impulsive, just go do it, like bigger than yourself. The Sagittarius is like yes, it's a yes card, right? The Fool is Aquarius, which is like I don't know what's waiting for me on the other side, but I'm going for it. That's that feeling here for you, my beautiful Taurus, which I know Taurus is not the easiest sign to just jump impulsively into things. But your mastery is showing up here and saying you're ready for this. What are you waiting for, Taurus? Go for it. It's time to make that decision. So I don't know what area of life that is for you, but it's ready and it's waiting for you. So interesting. So I brought out the angel answers again. So ask a question. Again, these are all like yes, no's. They're also like messages and times. So be open-ended about your question. It's coming in right now. Question for Taurus. All right, Taurus. This is your answer. Pause if you haven't. Here it is. Let go. Wow. I don't know if that means anything to you, but it came out for you. All right. So that's that. I also want to let you know that I do personalized tarot readings and Akashic Records readings. So if you want to book a session with me, you can just, I have all my information below. All right. I will see you next week, and have a beautiful week. And make that decision. It's time. This is like a message for you. Whatever that decision you need in whatever area of your life, this is the sign. You need to make it, because a new life is waiting for you on the other side. Because God, Creator, Source, you, because you are the power, have created it that way. It's ready. It's waiting for you to make that choice, so that you just move into it. All right. I love you. See, even the card feels the same. I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. So we got by the book. If you watch me on Instagram, I was like perplexed at this this card for you, and I got confirmation twice about it. So this is the card for you, Gemini. By the book, and in the book speaks about how you're needing to follow the rules, follow like the law, like maybe some of you are not. I feel like it's something deeper than that. For me, I feel like you're in an extreme moment right now where you are either completely rebelling and revolting, like completely on the other side of the box, doing opposite of what you normally do, or you are following the rules, but to your discord kind of thing. You're having to follow, well, maybe that's what it is too. You're I don't feel like you're, because you're not a by the book person, Gemini. So that's when I see this, it doesn't make, like, it could mean that you need to go by the book, but I'm not one to go by the book. So like it doesn't resonate with me, but it's not about me. So it's like you're I don't even know how to explain it. Like, you're not yourself right now. You're extremist about your behaviors, your choices, and you're doing it consciously as well. You don't want to follow the rules, and you're doing like, and you don't want to like be in this relationship. You don't want to be at the job. You don't want to do these things. You don't want to like follow the rules of like external things. You're like, and you're going above and beyond, or you're at the other extreme where you are following every single thing and you're not happy. For me, there's a feeling like, even though these elephants are very happy with each other, I feel like you're kind of fighting against yourself or against other people. We're gonna look at this. I need to look at this because I need to see what the cards are, because of, oh, the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords right away is this energy of you dealing with heavy energies, a grief, a sadness, whatever, like guilt, insomnia, I can't sleep at night. The Four of Fire, interesting, is wedding and celebration. The Seven of Fire, it's interesting because the Seven of Wands is like, look, it's like standing on 2 feet and taking a leap, like having faith in yourself to move on, but also it's like it's also defending your position and rising above something. So what is going on with you, Gemini? Let's see. The Queen of Materials, the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn. Could be you, could be a female in your life. The Ten of Pentacles, money, and the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords speaks of deception, trickery, like thieves, like someone stealing your money, your heart, lies, dishonesty. What is going on here? And when I see the Four of Fire and the Ten of Materials, it feels like this is like a happy family. But then around the happy family, it feels like there is either a wedding coming up, or you're like, wow. This feels like this is the present, and there's a past and the future. If we look at it like that, it doesn't have to be. But it's the fact that it's in the center here is, and this by the book business here. It's like, I feel some of you Gemini are living life, I think we've seen this already for you, as a facade. You're everything, everyone looks at you and says, wow, what an amazing life they have. Look at them. They have such a happy family. Oh, she has a great job. He has amazing. They're traveling. It's like everything is like in the outside world, everyone looks at you and says, wow, amazing. But inside of you, you're not feeling great. You're not, it could be because of a mother, a partner, it could be you, or a woman in your life that is kind of bringing you down. That could be that, or it could be you again bringing yourself down. So there's just this feeling of you, this is a Queen of Pentacles, very multitasker, someone who's always getting things done, is helping everybody, like people pleasing as well. It's a Capricorn energy. But the Nine of Swords speaks to me of someone who's not happy, someone who doesn't like this role, someone who is seeking something else. Again, it could be like a mother energy or a maternal or a other woman in your life that is causing you this grief as well. And I mean, in this case, could be a wife or a husband or whatever, or partner. There's, I don't know, people's in the house. There's a feeling here that some of you are struggling in a relationship, with a job. Could be a boss here. In a parental situation, right? On the outside, like from your past, perhaps, and it's like you're wanting to avoid it, and it's all coming up for you too, and you're trying to go by the book. Perhaps that's what it is, and it's not working for you because you're not a by the book person. I feel really strongly some of you are avoiding all your past, your childhood, your relationships, or you're avoiding something in your life. You're pushing like some shit down that is like creeping up again. It's like, no man, coming up again, right? It's like the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Swords energy. It's like almost stop fighting, stop struggling with this, Gemini. Stop pretending. Stop try to work through this. Try to forgive. We need some forgiveness here for people in your life, for yourself as well, because the Seven of Swords is not a good energy. It's like an energy, like I said, of deceit and dishonesty and lies. So it's like you're either lying to yourself again, or you will continue to live a life of lies. You will continue to live a life of like the Seven of Wands feels like, you know, you always have to be defending yourself all the time. You always have to watch out. You have to always like be careful what you say because the other people are going to get upset, kind of thing. They buy the book, right? So that's what it is. Maybe some of you are living by the book and it doesn't work. It's not working for you. It works for everyone else around you. It looks great. Everything feels really amazing. And like some of you are making a lot of money, and some of you are like the status is amazing. Like it's like the material world around you and your family life looks great, but you're struggling, my beautiful Gemini, and I feel it immensely. And you're having a hard time working on this past life, and you're having a hard time working on this childhood trauma, and you're having a hard time, you can't sleep at night, you're having a hard time with a person in your life that's causing this, and they're and you're trying to rise above it, and you keep hitting a wall. You keep hitting this loop again. You keep going back to it again and again, and it's like, wow. The only way out of this This is like any area of your life. I really feel it. I'm sure not every single Gemini is going through this, but there is definitely some of you that are feeling these feels, and it's time to either maybe you could go by the book in the sense like go back to your mother, your father, go back to that support system, your brother, your sister, your friends, whatever. Go back to those support systems that actually support you and encourage you and help you through this. You're needing to fall back on that those people that can help you through this, because the Nine of Swords feels very heavy to me, and I feel like you're digging a hole even more because you're trying to present something else that's not really you, and you're needing to work on that. It's not really nice. I think I've talked about this many times with you already, Gemini. So there's obviously some of you going through this, and maybe you're not coming back to watch me because of this, but there is a feeling of this, and I feel like if you continue this, you continue living this life where you'll always be hurt and betrayed and lied to, because you're kind of lying to yourself about this, and you're hiding from it. It's time to go back to that those people that can help you, guide you, because the life of the facade is over. It's like dissolving as we speak. As we move into new energies, that life is like, maybe right now it feels like normal to you, but it's not. It's going to crumble very soon, and then you're going to find yourself having to face whatever it is that you're pushing away. But there's something really deep that you're like hiding from, and you're needing to face it, forgive it, let it go, so you can move into, like, you can rise up into a new energy. Wow, I love the way these things work out here, but it's an interesting one. I have the angel answers for you. I've given only one question to everybody else, but in light of your reading, I'll give you 2 questions. So think of 2 questions, and I'll come up with an answer now. And know that keep them as open-ended, because they're not all yes and no questions, answers. Gemini, please. Two of them came out. All right, then. The first one is compromise. The second answer, it's up to you. I don't know how that helps you, but compromise could make sense here. Find a way to still have this life of like amazing, like life, family life, whatever, but compromise in the sense like you have to find a way to work on your issues so that you can free yourself of whatever's holding you back. All right, my beautiful Gemini. Like, if you want a more in-depth personal reading, I can do that for you. You can book a tarot or an Akashic Records reading. Actually, I can dissolve some of that past patterns or behaviors that you're holding on to. So you can find all my information down below, and really work on that, because it's so important that we move away from these heavy energies. All right, my beautiful Gemini, I love you. Please come back next week. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. We got no place like home. So no place like home feels like you're coming into your own. You're starting to feel comfortable in your own home, which is your physical vessel. Oh, this is interesting. Now that I say that out loud, it's like you're, if you believe that you're light in a human vessel, then it means that like you're starting to feel comfortable with your skills and gifts and abilities that are coming in. You're starting to see things differently and accept things the way they are, because instead of question them and say, oh, what is this, you know, just allow the experiences to flow through you. That's kind of beautiful. But there's also some of you maybe changing your home, renovating, or maybe moving your house, doing something that is, you know, like I said it on Instagram, I feel it's like your home can never be comfortable until you're comfortable in your soul, right? If you're, it's always translates to the outside. When your soul is completely at peace, when your heart is full of love, then the rest is like resonant. So it's really beautiful energy here. I'd like to see what is going on. So let's see what else is happening for you this week. We have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups. Five of Cups is usually like suffering in silence, or seeing the cup as half empty instead of half full kind of energy. Like she's like wafting in the water here. She's just like surrendering to the water, but still there's a feeling of sadness or even depression. So let's see. Ten of Cups. Definitely not that. This is like living your best life. The like happiness is the happiest card in the deck. So interesting here. And the Queen of Air, which is the Queen of Swords, which is a Libra. Our very intuitive queen. Very cold and reserved at times. Very in tune to herself. No bullshit kind of queen. So very interesting energy. So we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is like the dreamy romantic warrior coming towards you, but in reverse is like, so this feels like a broken relationship, a someone who's cheated on you, someone who's lying to you. There's feels there's like a divorce, or it feels like there's something going on in your relationship. Or if you're single, it's been a long time, you're having a hard time finding the one kind of thing. There's that feeling right there. If you have a really great relationship, this could be also a jealousy, or it could be like an issue with someone else in your life that you've lost love for, kind of thing. You've like seeing them in a different light, and it's just not, it's not appeasing to you. But it's interesting that it's next to this Ten of Cups and the Page of Wands. Like, what the hell? And the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands and the Ten of Cups is like moving into something amazing with optimism, and very like, it's like almost like a Fool card, like jumping in and doing something creative, something like inspirational, something like trying something new. So maybe some of you are like, if I look at this, like if you're having a little trouble in the love department, but the rest of your life is amazing, like some of your careers are like booming, you're meeting new people, your projects are like making headway, like you're even like maybe even making headlines, like it feels like very good, like some of you are traveling, some of you are really living your best life despite the fact that your love life sucks right now. Or there's like a little bit of a temporary or if you're in a really happy relationship and this is like someone else in your life that's like causing you pain, like emotional pain. It's really interesting because this Queen shows up, and it could be a mother in your life, or it could be like a woman in your life, a mentor. that's like helping you make clear decisions in your life, opening the path for you, like making you see clearly. Because the Two of Swords is this energy of I don't know what to make a decision on, and the reverse is like releasing that, is actually like just nailing it and just saying, okay, you know what, so I'm having a hard time finding a relationship, so my husband or my partner or my wife or whatever it is is not so faithful with me, is jealous, or is like condescending towards me, it's just not working out, or I'm not finding the right one, I'm just keep hitting the wrong ones all the time. The Queen of Swords, like, okay, so what are you going to do about it now, Cancer? Right? There's no place like home. Now it's to go back home to your heart and to find out what it is that you want. Like, are you, like, it's enough now, right? If you're being treated badly, and it's enough now if you can't find someone, it's because there's something wrong here, right? There's something, you're not trusting the process, you're not loving yourself 100%. It begins with the home. And for me, the home is not the vessel, it's the vessel, but it's also what's inside you. And now you're being asked to work on that and being very, why can't, let's get you to this kind of feeling when it comes to love and when it comes to relationships or friendships. You're being maybe a bit too emotional about it. You're putting too much heart in these relationships. You're giving too much, perhaps, and it's backfiring on you. Like you're giving too much of your heart. Or some of you have had really bad relationships, and now you're in this, and you have a hard time trusting anyone. You have a hard time, and so it kind of like people push back. I feel like some of you have had some really bad relationship where they haven't been honest with you, where they've like they haven't treated you with the respect that you deserve, and yet the other areas of your life are flourishing. And the Queen of Swords is like, let's get all of your life flourishing. Let's get you back and on track. Let's get your home like vibrant and flourishing, because we need to start with you first. So let's do this. So how are you going to do this, Cancer, right? We're going to forgive ourselves, forgive that person, and move forward, because we don't want to hold on to anything anymore. We don't want to hold on to the betrayals and the lies and the dishonesty. We don't want to hold on to that, because it's just fueling it. The more you think about it, you fuel it. So it keeps coming back, keep coming back. So it's almost like allow yourself to feel through these things, but then like take these energies that are happening so amazingly in your life and like use that as the catapult you into something, as the catalyst, right? To bring you into this new energy. And the Queen of Swords is helping you out. So maybe there's a woman, like I said, in your life, like a mother or a mentor or a grandmother or someone that's going to help you see clearly through this. So seek that out if you need help to see clearly, or just need that little nudge, because everything else is going so well, so let's fix that too. Right? There's that feeling that, yeah, I think some of you are holding on to that. It could be also affecting your other pursuits in your life. So let's like I really feel like there's a little forgiveness that's in order for you here, my beautiful Cancer. So I have one last, I'm going to give you an angel answers. So think of a question, and I'm going to come up with an answer. They're not all yes and no questions, so just be aware of that. So an open-ended question, please, for Cancer, please. We got an answer. You're ready. It's a beautiful answer to get. So whatever it is, jump and go do it. Go ask that guy out. Go ask that girl out. Whatever it is. I feel like you're almost there in your life. Like things are starting to work out for you in your life. And yet there's this still like this burden, I guess, this like fact that you can't find a perfect partner, or you keep finding the wrong ones, kind of thing. Or there's someone in your life that's just not giving you what you want in that friendship or whatever, right? And it's like, we're not looking for perfection here, but you're looking to satisfy yourself. Like it's like this whole new energy is like about like everything aligning with you. So like I said, everybody's different. So you're being asked to seek out support, so which is kind of beautiful, to help you get on that path. So that's your message. Cancer, check your rising, your moon as usual. And also I just want you to know that I do in-depth tarot readings and Akashic Records reading as well, so we can look further into this as well. So just all my information is below, and I have a beautiful week. I love you and stay strong. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leo. So if you're coming from Instagram, you know already that your card came in reverse, which is community in reverse. So I wanted to read from the book for you. Beware of compromising your integrity in order to belong. How do you dim your light or change yourself so others will accept you in the group? Do you hide who you really are in order to play a role within the larger whole? This will never fulfill you. Now is the time to assess your willingness to be real. Stand tall, be you. Authenticity is true self-expression and the only way to empower yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself and step into the role your heart tells you to take. Making yourself small bears too high a cost. So very interesting. For me, when I see community, I feel like also the spiritual communities, I feel like there's a lot of them that are very condescending and disheartening to a lot of their members. Like, oh, if you don't do that, then you're like, there's right and wrongs, and it's like so strange because that's not the way it works. But anyways, so, or other kinds of communities, maybe you're in communities where you feel like you need to impress, or you need to be something that you're not. There's this feeling here that you are giving your power away to others, or you're not trusting yourself. That's what I feel more and more. You're not surrendering to the process. Instead, you're creating a facade, someone that you're not. Very interesting. Let's see what's going on with you. We got the Ace of Cups, which is self-love. Could also be love coming in for you, but maybe in this case, it's self-love. But let's see what else there is. The Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a organization starting something new. Project, perhaps. The Messenger of Water, which is the Knight of Cups. Love again. Maybe there is something new coming in for you. Leo. The Ten of Swords. Okay. You like that one? That picture? Oh, you're struggling here. Okay, the Tower. What's going on, Leo? And the Empress. Taurus, Libra energy. The Knight of Cups is Pisces, and the Page of Earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the Ace of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So we have, you have no fire here, by the way. None of you. It's all like water and earth and air. Oh, there is a little fire here, I guess. It's Mars. It's like an Aries or Scorpio. So what I see here is the Ace of Cups energy is an energy of like new love coming in, new baby, new love for self. Look, it's like this little seahorse holding the pearl of wisdom, and like it feels almost very intimate the way he or she is holding it. Yet there's this 10 of swords underneath, which is a feeling of heaviness. Like it's almost like you're having a hard time loving yourself. You're having a hard time having a baby. You're having a hard time in a relationship. Even though there's like a new love coming in, you're resisting it. You're blocking it. For me, it's a feeling of self here. A lot of you are judging yourself heavily. Maybe you are. It's almost like if you're on this journey, there's like your new gifts and abilities are trying to come in, and they're opening your heart, and you're resisting it. You're almost closing your heart because you've been through a lot of pain. You've been through a lot of you know, you've dealt with a lot of different. You've given your love too much to people. You've given your power to people. You kind of like opened yourself to everybody, and yet you're having a hard time harnessing it for yourself. But the Page of Pentacles speaks of maybe like developing a more creative approach or practical approach to love, to relationships, to where you've what part in your life you're resisting. And it's almost like the Tower is the chaos and confusion, right? But it's also like maybe it's a breakthrough moment for you here. This could also be a son. If you have a son, usually it's a boy or girl, a daughter, like a child in your life that is helping you through this. And maybe they're gonna like say something or do something, you're gonna be like, oh, yes. So pay attention to that around you, your children. But definitely, Leo, what's happening is here. I'm seeing it more and more here. Is that you're in a, you're at a precipice right now in your life where you've put so much attention on these communities. You've put so much attention on others in your life, people, animals, friends, family, partners. You've like, you've always tried to make things really good for everyone else, and you've like forgotten about you in the process. And hence this coming up here, you're like, maybe that's why you're having a hard time bringing in love if you're single, and you're having a hard time loving yourself. Maybe that's why you're having a hard time having a baby, or you know, or creating this project in your life. There's something that is stagnant, blocked in your life, and they're asking you to unblock it, but in a very youthful way. You know, children, they're naive but also smart, right? They're pure. That's how we were. That's where we have to go back to, kind of. We have to go back to that way when we were young, where we just jumped into the mud puddle without thinking, without asking an adult or whatever. We just did it. We picked up that snail and talked to it or ate it. You know what I'm saying? We just did things. And this is where I feel like this is what's happening for you right now. And you're like, it's almost like some of you on this awakening journey are feeling like to just start embracing these abilities coming in, these gifts coming in. Or if you're not even on this journey, it's just do things that are outside of your ordinary. Stop caring about other people and what their opinions are, what they think of you. It's like you're over that. It's time to fly, right? It's time to like spread those wings and move into this next chapter of your life, away from these belief systems and opinions that everyone else has around about your life, and just move towards this fresh new part of your life. That's what it is. And the Knight of Cups and the Empress is like, the Knight of Cups is like new love, a romantic relationship coming in for you, but it also could be you just embracing you, being that like divine goddess of the waters kind of thing, being that empress, whether you're male or female, like just being that emperor or that empress. Like you have the world in your hands. Like you are the divine, you are the earth. The earth resides inside you. The earth is not something outside of us kind of thing. It's like you are the planets, you are everything. So if you are everything and everything is energy, you are energy. And if you are energy, then you can create your own reality. You can create your own experience. You can stop having to please every single person in your life around you and start pleasing yourself. So I feel like that is this transition happening for a lot of you Leos. You're moving away from this old energy, which is everything I said in the beginning. So maybe you can watch the intro if you haven't. And like creating this new reality by doing something completely out of the ordinary for you, out of the normal for you, and like tapping into this Empress, which is you, as tapping into your higher self and tapping into your creative energies, your love energies, and going for it. And there's also a feeling that some of you are single. There's love coming in. That's for sure. I feel that. Like, but the mother role here, like the Empress is a mother energy, and this Ace, like there could also be someone who's having a hard time getting pregnant, and there's this feeling that it's there. It's like with this child here, it's coming for you. It's just that the only thing in the way is your mind. Your mind is stopping that experience from happening. So it's like or you could be having like you could be walking into your mother role this week or in the next few weeks. So that feels good. There's just a feeling good, like a even though you feel like distressed here, there's like a breakthrough moment, and you're going to start to feel the love, and it's gonna come from other areas of your life as well. And you're gonna lose this like a need to always like fit in, or you're gonna lose this need to like people please, or like you're going to become authentically who you are, and it's just all about that. What a beautiful, I'm so excited. When I first got when I pulled the cards, I was like, ooh, what is going on? But now it makes sense. All right, so I got the angel answers. So you could ask a question and I'm gonna give you an answer. So just know that they're not all yes and no questions. Okay, so Leo, please. Ooh, you got two. So think of two questions. Pause the video if you haven't come up with it, but here's your first answer. Remain positive. And if you have a second question, think about it. This is your answer. Choose a new direction. So interesting. All right. That is your message for this week. You're not alone, Leo. Go feel the feels, but it's time to roar into you. We're heading into your sign soon, so you know, let's go in with a bang. All right, I love you. I will see you next week, And also, like I've been telling everybody, you can book a session with me. I do in-depth tarot readings, personalized for you, or Akashic Records readings as well. All the information is below. Thank you. I love you. Have a great week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We got time to go. We got 45, 9, end of a journey, time to move into a new journey or path or life or chapter or book, whatever it is you want to see it. It's like some of you are tired. Some of you have been doing the same old routine, which is very earth sign. We're like hanging on to relationships. You're hanging on to jobs that are just maybe making lots of money, but it's just not giving you anything anymore. You're hanging on to friendships that, you know, you've been friends for 20 years, but it's just not working kind of thing. And it's like time to go. Time to move into this new energy. You want to come with us? Then we got to move away from whatever's keeping us stuck, whatever's blocking us, whatever's holding us back. And like, if anything is meant to happen, it will come in the, like when you've let it go, it'll come back to you. But in the meantime, why wait around for it? Just go, move. That is this feeling. It's amazing. It's like a fool thing. It's like time to jump. So let's see what's going on for you, Virgos. We have the Six of Cups in reverse. Just checking that it's in reverse. Okay. The Six of Cups is a childhood, a past, but in reverse. Maybe there's something up with a past, someone in the past. Okay, let's see. The Fool card. Isn't that fun? The Fool is here to like complement your card. Like make this move into the unknown. The Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is like rising above the deception. What is going on, Virgo? We got the King of Emotions, which is the King of Cups, which is like a romantic coming in your life. It's a Scorpio energy, like a water, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Let's see. Eight of Wands in reverse. So Eight of Wands is like fast energy, but in reverse is like a slow energy. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So we have a King and Queen of Cups showing up. This is a Cancer, a Scorpio. So the fact that we're seeing a King and Queen, so there's some of you in relationships perhaps, maybe not, but very interesting energy. It's almost like you're having to let go of, like let go of someone in your past. Could be a male figure, but even like a childhood friend, a parent, family member, someone leaving you, someone who was very important in your life leaving you. And you're having a hard time letting it go. Perhaps someone has left the earth plane and you're having a hard time with it, but it could also be a relationship or friendship that you've had with someone that was very important in your life and you're needing to move on from it. The Six of Cups in reverse speaks like that to me. And you're having a hard time with it because it feels like it's like a part of your past that you want to hold on to, because this person was really emotionally connected to you, spiritually connected to you. And then there's a Fool saying, okay, it's time to move on. It's time to move forward. But the Eight of Wands speaks to me of do it slowly instead of doing it quickly. Like take your time as you move through this. This is interesting. it almost ties into this thing. So there's someone like in your past, in your childhood, or someone that was very connected to you who's no longer in your life. You're being asked to move forward, but you're not completely over this person. And it feels like a hollow victory. Like it feels like, yeah, I'm like I stopped talking to him, or I stopped talking to her, or that, oh, my father doesn't like, or something, like, even if it was a death in your life, and it's like there's an emptiness. There's an emptiness, and the Queen of Cups is showing up to show you that unconditional love, showing you that your heart is still holding on to this person and will still hold on to this person. Oh, this is interesting, man, because you're almost battling with yourself about this. So obviously it feels very specific here, but like it could be, it doesn't have to be a relationship or a person in your life. It could be you, the King of Cups, let's say, but you letting go of some childhood trauma, some childhood relationship that that feels like that you haven't really, but it feels like you're not, you're doing it, but you're not really doing it. Wow, that's so weird. I don't even know how to explain myself. There's this feeling of you holding on, kind of thing, and you're keeping your heart open. And let's say this person comes back into your life, your heart will accept them because you haven't yet been able to release them. Even though the card is saying time to go, it's time to stop this chapter, start a new chapter. Even your cards are saying, yes, you need to jump, but do it like cautiously. Don't do it with, oh, well, that's it. Like, I'm not interested. Like, they're not, whatever. Like, it's like, I'm almost feeling it's something like you need to go into your heart with this Queen of Emotions. No matter how painful or traumatic this experience was for you, you're being asked to stay in the heart. Like, continue going and doing your new chapter, new path, whatever. But I feel like what this is saying is that by you staying in tune with your heart, you're ready to take on these new chapters, but also be ready when something comes back into your life, and you're not going to be so caged in and imprisoned like you usually do, because you're being asked to go into your knowing, in your innate, because you know these things. That's why you're struggling with yourself with this Five of Swords. You're kind of like trying to rise above these feelings and these emotions. These thoughts are running in your head, and they're just like, don't even entertain them right now. Just keep in your heart and keep moving forward. Keep doing what you need to do. Like, time to let go. Just do what you need to do. Do it with discernment, you know, do it with but be ready for whatever comes on your path. Like, surrender to the path and just let like, because what this was a really strong bond. It could also be someone from a past lifetime. That's why the bond is so strong. As much as you're being asked to release this past life, I feel like you're also being asked to keep your heart full and open for whatever is to happen next for you in these new chapters, because there might be a return of someone, or there could be a return of a feeling that you've had in this past, and you're needing probably to confront that. But it could be something new, right? Like it's time to let go of the old energy, like old way of the way your old relationship was, your old friendship, whatever it is, and get ready to move into a new thing. Oh yeah, that could be it too. But just hone in on your heart, Virgo. Keep your focus on love for self, of course, and love for whatever comes your way. I could have read this completely different, but that's what the message was coming in. Interesting. So again, this could be specific to some people, but if you're not resonating with this, go check your rising and your moon sign. You can always find what those are on cafeastrology.com. Wow. Okay, so I got angel answers here, so you can ask a question and make it open-ended, because they're not all yes and no answers. So question for Virgo, please, or an answer for Virgo. So we have an answer, and it is, the situation will improve. So I don't know what that is, but you'll see, I guess. Look what's in the back. Romance. We'll see. All right, Virgo, this was an interesting reading for me, because there was a lot of interesting energies here. There's like Aquarius, like I said, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces everywhere in these cards. Again, another Aquarius, and Eight of Wands is a Sagittarius, but it's in reverse, so interesting. So, okay, start that new chapter of yours. Just be open to whatever is coming along that path for you. That's what I understand from this. And be always unconditional about it, and be, as you try to dissolve these past life traumas, they might spring up again. And when they do spring up again, be open and loving with it, and forgive and release it, or embrace it, like however that happens for you. All right, my beautiful Virgo, I hope this resonated. Also, if you want an in-depth reading, I can do a personalized tarot reading for you, or an Akashic Records reading, so you can book a session with me this summer. I have all my information below. I love you, and I will see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. So we got Truth Be Told. An owl, a window, and a mask. So I'm going to read from the book. Oh, I went right on it. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, subjective according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud, and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is, peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion, will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and spirit will answer with miracles. So for me, when I saw this, the mask, I felt like some of you were hiding behind a truth, you not wanting to tell someone in your life exactly how you feel, because you're afraid that they will reject you, or like dismiss you, or ghost you perhaps. And there's like the owl is Like, let's step into our intuition here and let's open your heart, my beautiful Libras. And it's time to be real. It's time to be true to yourself, right? It's time to speak what you need to say in your essence, your truth, authenticity of self kind of thing. It's time to stop hiding behind something or another. I feel like some of you are afraid to take the path, go where you need to go. Like, if you're getting a call to go somewhere, you need to follow it. It's like, I've been telling you that for months now or years now. It's like, we have to answer the call. And it's not because of my husband, my wife, my partner, my whatever, my boss, what my friend says no, or like, you have to just go. And this is this. Truth be told, you need to go, or you need to do, or you need to say. So, ooh, sorry, I left their message here. So let's see what is going on here. We have the King of Pentacles, which is a Taurus energy, which is this kind of like the King of Earth. If we know any Taurus, they say the truth. Whether you like to hear it or not, they do. They have no filter and they say the truth. This is him. He like is not dishonest. He's very honorable. You can depend on the King of Earth. You can trust him to get the job done. He's like he's also financially stable. So very interesting energy here. Could be a father figure in your life. Could be a male figure in your life, a mentor. Could be a woman as well, but kings. High Priestess. It's so interesting, this. The High Priestess is this like, follow your intuition. Listen to yourself. Listen to your knowing. Stop waiting for someone else to make a decision for you. Stop waiting for others to like decide your next step in your life. It's you who needs to do this. You know, it's an inner knowing. I love it. Wow, look at these, man. In the High Priestess is like a Cancer or Pisces. The Sun is a Leo. The Sun is like recognition. It's going for it. It's like accomplishment, it's achievement, prosperity, amazeballs. The Six of Emotions is a childhood, a past life. Let's see. Ace of Wands, very beautiful energy here. The Seven of Pentacles. So, what's going on here? The King of Pentacles with the Six of Emotions speaks to me. Maybe you've been together with your husband, your partner, for a long time. This could be a father. It's like a childhood thing. Could be someone from your past, like a lover or a friend or a partner as well. It's just something past in this lifetime, a past life maybe, that is coming up here that you need to address. That could be who you need to be speaking to honestly with. Pretty much that's what it is, because the High Priestess comes in and says, yes, you need to go into your inner knowing. Your you know what to do. Like, look, even her, she has this coming up here. It's like, it's time. The Ace of Wands is starting something new, completely different. It's like moving into, it's like doing something with like fervor and like passion and inspiration. You know, it's a Wands energy. It's like a Aries, a Leo, Sagittarius energy. So very spirited energy. It's like moving into, going back into something that you've always wanted to do, starting a relationship that you've always wanted to do. Like maybe you having to deal with this area of your life, which is a father, a husband, or whatever, and putting it to bed kind of thing, or facing it, so that you can move into this like brand new life, this new stepping stone, because it's like where you need to be. Because the sun is like, that's where you need to be. That's where you will shine. Right now, you are holding on to like an old energy, or you're holding on to a past, you've been holding on to a relationship because it's like you've been in it for a long time, or you're holding on to this friendship because you've been friends for such a long time. You know, it's that feeling of you holding on to something stagnant. It's not moving forward because you're not being honest with yourself, and you're not being honest to that person. And they're like, go inside, listen, because there is where the inspiration is. There is where your next step is. There is where you will shine. And it's like, wow, the Seven of Pentacles is already in the works. It just needs you to water it a bit more for it to flourish. It's like getting ready for you. Sorry. But all you need to do is to be truthful to yourself and to the people in your life. And you're like on your way to a new chapter. I'm sorry, I'm gonna drink some water. So so there's the feeling of you so there's a feeling of you having to put to bed, like take off the mask and just say what you need to say. Just say what you need to say. In a song is to whoever it is in your life that's like that you're holding on to for comfort, for like, because maybe this person has money, maybe this person is financially, like, has a great job, whatever, and that it's comfortable for you to hang on to this. But it's like as soon as you tap into that heart or into your intuition, like this is gonna come, like this new path, which is already in the process of being created, it's already there, is gonna just jump in. You're like, oh my God, I should have done this earlier, or oh my God, I should have, like, why did I wait, kind of thing. That is what's happening here, my beautiful Libras. You're holding back on something. You're holding on to what was, what feels comfortable, what makes sense for you at the moment, but it's not what you need to be. So open up that heart, open up that mind, or whatever, open it up and do it, because what's waiting for you is exactly where you need to be. It's going to change your life. You're going to move into the new sun world, which is where we're all going, into this new energy. And it's all already getting ready for you. And all it needs for you, I don't know what situation in your life is holding you back, but there's something stuck. You're stuck somewhere. And you keep giving excuses for this stuckness. Because I've been with them so long, I know them for so many years, or it's like that comfort, that, like, you know, that we need to get out of, because we're needing to get out of these comfort zones. Because that keeps us in the illusion, it keeps us in the movie. We don't want to play in this movie anymore. We are the creators of this movie. Let's move out of it. Boom, Libra. All right. So I got Angel Answer deck here for you. So if you want to come up with some questions, or one question, and I'm going to give you an answer, just know that they're not all yes and no answers. So a Libra answer, please. I only pick jumpers. So there we go. That's the one. All right. So this is your answer within the next few months. So if you asked, like, I don't know, whatever you asked, hopefully this answers your question. All right, my beautiful Libras, I'll see you next week. Again, check your rising and your moon if this message didn't resonate with you. I can't be for every Libra. And also, if you want a more personalized, in-depth reading, I do tarot readings and Akashic Records reading. You can get all the information below and reach out to me and book a session for the summer. I love you and have a beautiful week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. I got Co-Create. I wanted to read from the book for you, just to get a better, more in-depth explanation of this. You may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful, unique expression of your own individuality, blended with universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you are aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-created, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. I love it. Co-creation as well, to me, feels like, for me, there's this like cheetah and this owl, two completely different. Like, this is the intuitive, right? And the cheetah to me is like the physical. So it's like this merging of you, your consciousness in this physical world and in your soul world, right? So you're like, you can create, we can create anything. Like if you listen to my intro, I talk about how we're in a movie. So we're creating this reality for ourselves, and we have that power to transcend or transmute our energy and transform our energy into whatever reality we want. So this is a kind of a beautiful energy for you. I love it. You're Scorpios, you can like take your dark and your light and you can transfuse it. Look, it's all trends, everything. So let's go. We have the Four of Cups. Four Cups, interesting here. We're co-creating. What are we co-creating here? The Four Cups is like disillusionment, boredom, unsure of yourself, not believing in your co-creation abilities. Very interesting, people. Very interesting. So 10 of Swords energy is energy of heavy burdens, heavy energies weighing on top of you. You're dealing with some anxiety, some stress, some insomnia, having trouble sleeping. And the Nine of Wands is being the star in the cave, but also contemplating. It's a contemplation card. The Nine of Wands is like having won the war kind of thing, having felt accomplished. Now you feel like you still have one last battle ahead of you. Very interesting. Then we have the Ace of Cups with the Four of Cups. So maybe this struggle is with love, with self-love. Two of Pentacles, a decision has to be made. That's what's weighing heavy on you. And the Ten of Wands is the freaking uphill struggle showing up here. So what is up here? Here you're getting these like creative energies to co-create something, to come together, and you're not feeling it. You're feeling not good enough. You're feeling insecure when it comes to a relationship, when it comes to a new relationship forming, when it comes to love of self, when it comes to your spiritual journey, perhaps. You're almost not even trusting. Like, again, you're not, but you're not like you're not seeing and you're not feeling the same things that other people are feeling, let's say on this journey, and you're like, oh, I must be doing something wrong or something. That's the feeling here. Or there's a blockage when it comes to love, definitely. When you're with your emotions, you're like, oh, with a relationship, with it could be a romantic relationship, it could also be a friendship, but something very dear to your heart, and it's like really weighing heavy on you guys, Scorpio, and you're here wanting to like create this new reality for yourself. You want to develop something new, and you're having a hard time making a choice, and whatever this choice is causing you a lot of stress. it's like weighing super heavy on you. You could be this week, maybe your love life or your romantic life or whatever relationship is comes to head this week, and it's like you're seeing it clearly and it's weighing heavy on you, and you're like, wow, man. You could be fighting or arguing or blocked when it comes to this person, the situation. And it's going to be an interesting week for you, Scorpio. I'm almost feeling like you are like revving to go to manifest this abundance and this greatness in your life, and yet there's like relationships that you need to mend before you get to that next level. You are you're being asked to face these emotions that you keep suppressing. There's a lot of insecurity. I feel like you're not believing in yourself, and hence the struggle that you're experiencing. And that's why you're going to continue to feel these heavy energies this week. So what are we going to do with these energies? You're going to forgive yourself. You're going to actually work through these energies, try to like let them filter through your body and release them. There is you know, at the end of the 10 of Wands, there's heavy burdens, but at the end of that mountain, you've reached that kind of feeling. You've overcome these heavy energies. You've overcome the judgment, the insecurity, the whatever it is that's holding you down. This like perpetual like obstacle that's in your way, that maybe has been in your way for a long time and is showing up again. Because of that Cancer new moon, you're getting all those emotions showing up again, and you're like, okay, I don't want to deal, but you have to deal with this. It's almost like a must, and that's what is showing up here. You are at the end of journeys here. The 10, right? The 10 is the end of the chapter. We're needing you to go through these energies so that you can start fresh, start anew again with love. Some of you might be holding off from dealing with this energy, these emotions, because it's just been there with you for the longest time. You've been dealing with this for the longest time, so it's like, why do I have to even? I'll just ignore it, and then it'll come back in 2 months, and I'll ignore it again, and you know, that's what I'm seeing here, and it keeps coming back. It's like keeps showing up in the dark, and you're like, okay, it's time. It's almost like time to deal with it. It's time to close the chapter. It's time for closure. Because how else I'm gonna like create, right, this new reality for me if I keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. We got some work for you, Scorpio. All right, so I brought out the angel answers, and you can think of a question and I'll come with the answer. They're not all yes and no. They're very open-ended, so come up with a question and I'll give you the answer. So we got the answer. What is this? So you got the question? Okay, this is your answer. Opportunity. So amazing. So whatever it is that you asked, you have an opportunity to meet someone, you have an opportunity to move into a project, you have an opportunity for money. There's change here, change, there's coins, like, so this feels very good and promising. You are at a crossroads in your life, Scorpio, and spirit, creator, God, source, whoever you believe, your higher self is coming in and saying, hey, you've done the work. You've carried these burdens with you. You've carried this all on your shoulders. It's time to mend this relationship. It's time to mend yourself. How else are you going to be able to like have fun in these creative energies? You can't even like enjoy them. You can't even revel in them because you're so blocked. It's time to release these people or the situations from your life. We are not to hold on to anything in our past anymore. Our memories are going. I don't know if you realize that I'm like having a hard time remembering words. Even memories, it doesn't matter. They need to dissolve because we need to remove ourselves from everything of the past. It doesn't mean that we won't remember in the future like certain events, but it's just like these kinds of heavy emotions don't need to be with us anymore. And that is where you are at. All right, my beautiful Scorpio. If this didn't resonate, go ahead and check your rising and your moon. If you don't know that, you can go check it on cafeastrology.com. Also, if you want a more in-depth reading, I do personal tarot readings and I do Akashic Records readings where we go into your past lives and dissolve those. So all the information is below. Just email me or DM me on Instagram and I will let you know my availabilities. All right, I love you. Have a beautiful week. And it's time to get real, Scorpio. Love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We got the Observer for your overall energy. And I would like to read from the book. I can't even speak anymore. Most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they come to believe that these are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is a perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, culture, and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. I wanted to read this, the relationship message. Sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees in your way. Feelings can get all jumbled up and often you hear one thing when a person says another. It can be like an echo of an unresolved past experience dubbed over your conversation. Take time out before you react. It's likely the other person has no idea how his or her words have affected you. Have faith in your connection and trust that you can come together. Very interesting. The Observer is what we're actually being asked to do by every human is being asked to be the observers, to step outside of our situations, try not reacting, right? Like trauma reacting, instead like going back and actually looking at everything and realizing that we are not on a personal journey, that we are in a one consciousness journey, that everything you feel and every response that you have trickles out into the consciousness as well. So it's like time to step outside of yourself and look at things with different eyes, with different perspectives. So let's see what your cards have to say. The Wheel of Fortune, which is destiny is at play, karma, perhaps you have karmic completion, like cycles being completed. Very nice. The Three of Cups, which is like celebration, coming together, socializing. And the Five of Pentacles, which is a struggle with finances, poverty, not poverty, but like a poverty, mindset. Wow, a poverty mindset, or a lack of control with finances. The Chariot, it's Cancer. The Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius, by the way. The Chariot is like a fast-moving energy. It's a success, victory, but also like moving. Interesting. The Ten of Cups, beautiful energy, happiness with the Three of Cups, perfect. And then the Two of Cups in reverse, which is the soulmate in reverse, underneath the Five of Pentacles. Sagittarius, this is a very interesting reading. So it starts off with this Wheel of Fortune and Chariot. It's almost like you're, I don't know where you are in your life right now, but it feels like you are like some of you are being given messages, a call, like a calling to do something, move your home, move into a new home, move out of the country, go somewhere else, jump into something new. But this is your call. That's what this is. The Wheel of Fortune is not, it's like your destiny, it's your fate, it's like already set in stone kind of thing, and you're being asked to jump and go for it. So pay attention to these messages coming through, be that observer and observe what's coming through to you, because whatever this jump is leading to something very blissful, satisfying, happiness, family, love, like 3 of Cups and 10 of Cups. It's like coming together of tribes, soul tribes kind of thing, like, or even just like having fun, enjoying yourself, like bringing in a community, but even just coming together with a partner. That's all fine and dandy. But then these two come in, which is very interesting to me, which is the Future card. And the Future card tells me that you're that there is a like a soulmate break, like your partnership needs to come apart, maybe because one of you is spending more money, or one of you, or there's like a lack of finances. There's a real problem here. I mean, or there's like a money issue, and then that's why it's like it can't work. There's a poor choice, a poor judgment choice that was made. It's almost like what I'm seeing is like, it's almost like you've been given the call already and you didn't listen to it, and then you jumped into a relationship, you jumped into whatever it is, you made a choice to do something else, you've moved, you've done like, and it's really, you felt really good about it, it's like fulfilling and rewarding for you, it feels really good, but wow, it's like I can't even, like, it's not, it's like you haven't listened to the call, and you're heading towards something very explosive that's going to completely derail your life. It's going to change your life because you're in a relationship that's not working, you're in a friendship that's not working, maybe your family life is not working, and it's because of a financial situation, because maybe financial, like you're taking your, you know, it's like there's like a really like a separation that needs to be done for you to go back to happiness again. Or it could feel like you were heading in the right direction at one point in your life, and that life was grand, and then you took a wrong path, or you continue on the same path, and it's just going to lead you to like a disconnect with somebody in your life. And it's something that you need to step back and look at. You need to, it's exactly what this is happening here. You need to step outside of your situation that you're in and look at the beginning of it and how you felt. Were you in a great place? Were you in a bad place? How were you feeling? And look at the progression of this relationship, this partnership, this like business, whatever it is. Could be friends, family, business, whatever. And to better understand why it went like this and then like this. And this is where you can be if you don't like step back and observe this and try to figure this out, because you are there's the potential to be amazing. It's a potential to be like I think you've like veered off your path, Sagittarius, somehow, because you keep repeating something in your life, you keep holding on to a relationship, a friendship, like a job, or it's not a job, it's like a relationship. So it doesn't have to be romantic, but you keep holding on, and it's not, it's continuously making you struggle, not only financially, but you're struggling with your mind, your emotions, everything. You're just struggling because it's like you keep asking questions. Am I in the right place? And you're not supposed to be there. You're supposed to be right now in full happiness. Because if you follow that call, then that's it, right? And now I feel like the only message I have here is that you really need to listen, and you need to start trusting the process. And if you're feeling bad, and if you're feeling low, and if you're in a situation where you're always struggling, then it's time to I mean, it's up to you. If you like to struggle, then that's your path that you choose. But if you continuously struggle emotionally, financially, spiritually, physically, whatever, then you're not doing justice for you, and you're keeping yourself in an old energy. You're keeping yourself stuck in the illusion, in this game, in this movie, because you keep like being a martyr or a victim, or you keep trying hard to fix something that's not, and you're in the way of your own happiness. And you're really needing to listen. Like you've been told, I have a feeling that you've been told something already and you didn't listen. And you need to remember that. What was I told? Was I told to move my house? Was I told to stay in the house? Was I told to move this relationship? Was I stay in the relationship? Was I, move to this country? And then you no, you rejected it because it's like weird or whatever. And there's like, you're stuck in something now that's keeping you, it's holding you down, Saggy. Holding you from happiness, holding you from like your purpose, your mission, your centeredness, your groundedness. That's why you're being asked to be an observer of your own life, your journey at this moment in time. If you're single and you have no family, whatever, it's you. You're holding yourself back from greatness because you're not trusting, you're not loving yourself. And it's time to go back to the beginning. And if you don't know how to go back to the beginning, like you can just go back to childhood, like when you were a baby, when you were pure and you just did things and you just leaped into things and you were big-hearted. Or you go back into the beginning in the past lives or whatever you want to do, but there's something that's keeping you blocked, stuck, and you're whirling around in this, and it's impeding you from happiness. Oh man, Saggy, I don't know what that call was, but you need to remember that, or you need to ask them, or your higher self, and say, yo, can you give me the call again? And they'll bring it to you again. So I'm going to give you an answer to a question that you have. Oh, 2 questions that you have. Think of 2 questions. I'm giving you answers. These answers are not yes and no's. They could be, but they're like open-ended questions, answers. So pause, think about it, come back, but I'm giving the first answer. Not the right time. So I don't know what that is, but I hope that helped you. And question number 2, the answer is trust. Trust yourself, trust in the process, trust the plan. All right, I hope this helped you, my beautiful Saggies. You got some work ahead of you. Everything is up to you. Again, You choose your life, you create your own reality. If you choose to stay in the tornado, then the tornado follows you around until you come out of it. But for me, what I see is there's a lot of positivity surrounding you, waiting for you to get on that path, kind of thing. All right, Saggy, come back next week. All right, if go and check your rising and sun if this didn't resonate with you. And also, just so you know, I can go deeper into, I can go more in depth with these readings. I can do tarot and Akashic Records reading, going into your past lives to better understand these blockages. So you can leave me a message down below, or check out my information. You can send me an email or DM me on Instagram. All right, my beautifuls, I'll see you next week. I love you. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. We got flexible. It's a really beautiful energy, this. I have my own interpretation, but I want to read from the book to see what they have to say. So, a tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. Very beautiful. To me, it feels like you are being asked to be more open-minded, stop assuming, stop overthinking, stop already creating your the future, the outcome, and be flexible about it. Be like just allow things to happen, let things flow, like, you know, easily. Whatever is happening in your life, let it come in and you deal with it at the moment, instead of like weighing yourself down with like options and what if and why and all this. That is the feeling I'm getting. Beautiful message for you, Capricorn. Let's see what's going on. We got the King of Swords. The King of Swords speaks of, mostly it speaks of things legal, like contracts, finances. He could be someone important in your company, could be a CFO, could be a business owner, but it's also like could be the police or the judge. But it's also very someone, is in Aquarius, someone very forthright, speaks very clearly, communicates clearly, very honorable, maybe a bit cold at times, but he gets the shit done, kind of thing. This is the King of Air. So the Queen of Earth is you, babies. It's Capricorn. So the fact that the King and Queen is showing up is interesting. The King of Swords and the Queen of Earth, interesting. Like Aquarius, Taurus, he could be a bit too rough for her. Like she wants more love and support. He might not give it to her as much, but interesting that they're showing up together. And the Seven of Cups, many choices before you. Maybe you're having to make choices with this coupling here. Maybe there's a relationship here, or a business partnership, or mother-father thing happening. Let's see what's going on. We got the Six of Swords, just moving on with something, moving on to a project, moving into something new. The Four of Cups, interesting, comes under the Queen of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. Right away, I don't know why, but I see this as like the King of Cups being like a boss, or a manager, or someone like a supervisor, or a partner, a father, someone like that, who is like older than you, who's wanting you to leave, wanting to move on move forward on a project, move toward a new land, go somewhere with him, or you alone. It's just this feeling of expanding yourself. The way because you're here showing up, it's almost like you're not sure about this. You feel insecure. You'd rather drown your sorrows in wine or martinis because you're feeling a bit overburdened. You're feeling a bit you don't think that you can deliver what the King of Air is asking from you, kind of thing. That's where the flexibility comes in here. There's this feeling of you guys having, like, you're completely different in your characters and personalities, and he's almost giving you a hand and supporting you in your next journey, whatever it may be for you guys. It could be a marriage, it could be anything. I just feel like he's actually giving you his, like, help. He's helping you onto your next step, whether it's work, on your next journey. He's like even like offering you to travel with him, or telling you go ahead and do whatever you need to do, and you're like, okay, amazing, I'm gonna do that. But at the same time, you're doubting yourself. You're doubting this next step in your journey. You're doubting. He has so much confidence in you, and yet you're the Four of Cups is that you're look, she's like, I don't know what to do, kind of thing. You're drowning in your own, like, mind. You're making your heart, your mind, you're like making things up in you're creating scenarios in your head. And then the Seven of Cups shows up, and it's like, but you have so many options, Capricorn. There's so many options being given to you. Maybe you can I feel like you're being given the world, kind of thing. You're being given like so many different steps on this journey, so many different ways to do things. It's like, why don't you just sit back and daydream? You know, that's the Seven of Cups as well. Why don't you just sit back and just like visualize everything happening already, and stop worrying so much about whatever your future has for you, whatever. And like, I feel like this king is giving it to you, because the King of Air, again, the King of Swords, is very precise. He doesn't just give to anybody. He's giving to you because you're showing up like that. It's clear to me, and it's your destiny. This is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be taking the hand out. You're supposed to be running with it. You're supposed to not like doubt yourself or feel bad about it or feel stressed about it. You're supposed to be like enjoying it, enjoying the fruits of the labor, kind of thing. Enjoying all the things that are coming with it, the perks, the whatever he's offering. He could be like offering, he or she, whatever it is you want to say, like it could be reversed as well. So there's like, there's offering love and friendship, and or like a special position, a different opportunity, you know, like depends on what it is, work, family, love. There's just a lot of options being offered to you, and you're like being told to take it. Capricorn, what are you doing? Why are you holding back? What are you afraid of? Because there's fear is not part of this, because it's the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel is like, it's yours, so take it. It's like set in stone, and just run with it kind of thing. Just accept what comes to you, and then stop worrying and stop doubting and stop hesitating. Like, go with the flow. It's very interesting because the Aquarius, their card is that. It's like let it flow energy this week. So it's almost, that's what you're needing to be taken on. You're like, again, you're being offered like amazing opportunities of love, of like work, of money, of finances, whatever it is, of friendship. And you're like, you're holding on to old scenarios in your head. You're holding on to old energies that, well, I can't trust this, I can't do this because this happened to me like 10 years ago. It's over. Stop it. It's like, live in the now moment, live in the present moment, and what is that you're feeling right now? Do that. If you're not feeling it, then don't do it, right? I'm not saying go ahead and, but for me, I feel like you're being offered the world. You're being given everything. And it's for you to just take it. Everything that's good, of course, right? If it feels not good, it's to be flexible. Like, stop being so rigid. Perfect, Capricorn. So I'm going to give you a card, an answer to a question. So you have to give me a question that is open-ended. So because they're not all yes and no questions. I haven't gotten a yes or no. So I got one right away answer. So think of the question. This is the answer. It's up to you. So what that means is, whatever you asked, it's up to you, means listen in. What's that gut instinct? What did it say? Did it say yes? Did it say no? Listen to that. Right, my beautiful Capricorn. So I will see you next week. This is was a very easy read as opposed to some of these reads that I've been having. So it's just very clear. I don't want to like expand on it. It's just very clear what is going on here. You're like, I'm going to repeat it again, but you're being given an opportunity in whatever area of your life. You just need to take it. You have to listen in and go with that. It feels lucrative to me. It feels prosperous. It feels like abundant. It feels loving. It feels amazing to me. It's like part of the plan. So if this didn't resonate, go check your rising, your moon. Also, if you want to go more in depth, I do personal tarot readings and Akashic Records reading, which I go in your past lives and or your future lives. And I have all the information below. So have a beautiful week. Why not take what's given to you, my beautiful Cappies? I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. So we got to the sea. We have this beautiful fairy sitting in a paper boat, not even looking, which I like this. She's not even looking in the direction of the boat going. She's reading, right? Because she trusts the sea to take her wherever she needs to go. She's trusting in the process. She's trusting in the plan. She's just reading and letting the waters wade and take her to wherever she's destined to be. So this is what's happening in your life right now. It's like, let everything flow. Let everything go, basically. Just follow the present moment. Just follow the plan, kind of thing. That's exactly it. And also to the sea, like go on vacation. Like, right? If you're not on vacation yet, why aren't you there? Basically, let's go to the sea, the ocean, the lakes, wherever. Go to the water. Water's so amazing. It's so refreshing. It's enlightening. You get a lot of messages in water as well. But this is really like, let go of the thinking, let go of the outside bullshit, and just trust. I love it. I love it. So we got the Empress, which is Taurus, Libra. which is a mother energy in your life, a woman, a female energy that's important to you, but it could be you too. It's just this like, look how like she's very confident, standing there with a harvest, like she's like done the work, things are flourishing and growing. Beautiful energy. The Queen of Cups, look at these freaking energies. The Queen of Cups is a Cancer energy. This is spiritual. If you're in your awakening journey, this is like tapping into your intuition, letting things flow. It's your romantic, your sensual part of you. I like this. And the Messenger of Earth is the Knight of Pentacles, which is a Virgo. This is like money's coming in. That's all I can say. Right? This looks good. The Five of Emotions, the Five of Cups underneath the Empress. The Knight of Pentacles again. Interesting. Good. And the Magician. I love it. The only thing I could say right off the bat is that we have a little issue here with you, Aquarius. You might be at a standstill with a mother, a woman, someone older than you in your life. It doesn't have to be a mother. Usually it is the Empress, but it could be like a wife, a partner, a sister, like, or a friend. You're at there's a little bit of a problem there. There's a little disconnect happening here. Or it could be you being pessimistic about life. Or you holding on to your emotions and not like expressing yourself. I feel like you're holding on to emotions and you're not expressing this to a woman in your life or a female counterpart in your life. And it could be causing you a little bit of stress. It could be stressing the relationship as well, the friendship or whatever this is. In order for things to flow, we need to express, we need to let it go. That is a little piece of advice here at the get-go for you guys, Aquarius, is that you're like holding on to something, you're holding your tongue, you're holding back from expressing how you really feel with a female in your life, and it's time to do it, because you need to it's like you'll almost drown in these emotions, or you'll just stay stagnant. And we don't want stagnancy. We're trying to get out of these emotions. We're trying to move forward. And maybe that Queen of Cups is showing up here because maybe it's a Cancer, or it's a queen of like another female figure in your life that's going to help you through this, help you see the light, help you like flourish in that area, help you work it out with this person, so that you could further along. I feel like it's also like a money issue. It could be money issues that you have with this person. It doesn't have to be, but it feels like that sometimes with the Knight of Pentacles. But the fact that it's a Virgo energy, so it's very like an earth energy again. So you got like very stuck energy, like stubborn. You could be being stubborn about something as well, you know, which is very Aquarius as well. So you're like stubborn. You don't wanna fix things with this woman in your life. And there's another woman like saying, "Come on, we gotta work together," kind of thing. There's this happening in your life. I don't know if it's happening to you right now, but it's like, it's almost it's like they're asking you to work through this because you need to release these stuck energies so that you can flow into the next part of your life. And oh fuck, that's it, man. Is once you release these energies, once you work on them and fix them, abundance will flow in. Right now you're not allowing money or love or anything to really flow in smoothly. You're kind of holding it back because you're being stubborn about it, and you're not you're choosing to ignore, or you're choosing to live in that kind of disillusionment. You're living in that kind of like you're like annoyed with this woman. So my beautiful Aquarians, you have some work to do, because it's almost like it's created like a stagnancy in your life, because you're being stubborn, or because maybe you don't see it, and now this is like, oh, okay. And it's like, release it. Go into your heart, go into that third eye, go into the knowing, and just release whatever it is, or talk to this person, or forgive it. There's a forgiveness here. Like, just release. It doesn't have to be a female. I say it because it's an empress, but it could be a male in your life too. There's just this feeling here that you're needing to like actually release them from your heart. But it doesn't mean you have to cut things off. I'm just saying you have to like somehow forgive and or work things out. Like, it's very emotional here, whatever this is, because you're holding back on you're not allowing the abundance to flow in. And you have it all in your hands with the Magician here. You can create whatever reality you want. You can create the abundance, you can create the love, the relationship, whatever it is you want. But you're if you don't go to the source of why you feel angst, or why you feel sad, or why you're feeling depressed at this moment, then you're just you're impeding this abundance to come into your life. You're impeding this new job, this new promotion, this new step in your life to come in your life, because you got all the power to do it. Wow, man. We need to fix this. And this could be you too. You need to fix it within you. Maybe you're holding on to a lot of judgment, a lot of guilt, a lot of heavy energies. You're holding on, you're grieving. You're having a hard time letting go of someone in your life. That could be that too. And it's like, tap into your heart again. Like, let's open the heart again, because we need the heart to move into these new energies. And the only way, Aquarius, get out of the mind and move into the heart. And once you open your heart, watch everything flow towards you, because you're trusting the process. And you're trusting that the boat, the paper boat, is going to take you where it needs to go. Wow, that's really good. It's really good reading. The Magician is like, I love it. That shows up there because that's the beginning of the journey, and they're all the beginnings of the journey. You're like on your way to starting a new journey. And I just feel like some of you are holding on to some heavy energies, and it's time to release them. Like, forgive yourself for that too, for holding on to them. It's okay. We're all in this together. It feels almost like this keeps coming back in your life because you haven't forgiven this person, or haven't forgiven yourself, and it's almost like we have to tackle that. And by going into your heart, and I know it's more challenging for Aquarius to go into their heart, and this is the task that you must take. Right? Because abundance is here. Like 2 Knight of Pentacles. Like, you have lots of money waiting to flow in, lots of love waiting to flow in, but you were holding it back. All right, my beautifuls, I'm going to give you an answer to an angel question. So the angel answers deck. So ask a question and make it open-ended, because it could be a yes, no, but it could also be like any other kind of answer, just like a message. So for Aquarius, please, what are the answers? Right. So if you have your question, I'm giving you the answer. The situation will improve. I hope that answers your question, my beautiful Aquarians. It's very clear, cut and dry, just like Capricorn was. This is awesome. All right, my beautifuls, I hope this resonated. If it did, great. If it didn't, check your rising and your sun. You can get that on cafeastrology.com if you don't know it. Also, I can also give you in-depth tarot readings and Akashic record reading. We can go dive into your past lives, unblock this stagnancy. Just check out my information down below. All right, have a beautiful week and enjoy the sun and do the due diligence. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. Look what we got here. Treasure Island. Like, you can't have a better, this is an amazing card. I'm gonna read the book, get a better and a different message. You've worked hard and acted upon your unwavering belief in abundance, and suddenly in the midst of it all, you hit the jackpot. You have uncovered the map to buried treasure and tap the unlimited potential within you. What you must hone now is your ability to recognize when X marks the spot, because some of these golden opportunities may be obvious, but others may not be so readily apparent. Trust your intuition to light your way now as you enter this truly prosperous phase, where all the long hard work navigating your inner life is now paying off externally. In all aspects of your life, at this time, you have good fortune. Don't forget to enjoy it and share it with others, as treasure shared multiplies like magic. Remember that, Pisces? Okay. It's a beautiful, amazing message. I don't have to talk about this. Like, good shit is coming your way. So we have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Such an interesting card, the Hierophant, because if you go back in the old, the original, it's like a bishop card. It's like rigid in spiritual teachings, like customs and traditions. If you look at it this way, you don't see that, right? You could see someone tied up here with their hands tied up into this. Could be like tied in tradition, but to me, a Hierophant is like a Taurus. Taurus is, I'm not a traditional person, so Taurus to me is someone that is steadfast and loyal and faithful, someone who is grounded, spiritually elevated. So that could be someone in your life right now. So let's just check out what else is going on. The Ace of Earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's like a new financial beginning, makes sense. A new project, a new job, promotion, just a new sense of groundedness. Wow, okay. And then, wow, man, transformation is Scorpio, the Death card. Saying goodbye to something old, shutting down the chapter, right? Starting fresh again with this new prosperity coming in, this new abundance coming your way. The Knight of Wands energy, beautiful energy, Sagittarius energy. The World, wow, man, that's a Capricorn energy. And the Page of Swords, wow, you have all major arcanas, aces, court cards. The Page of Swords is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And this is interesting, very interesting here, Pisces. So with this Hierophant and this Knight of Wands energy, Knight of Wands is this very boisterous, bold, like fearless knight. And the Hierophant is more of a, you know, earth sign, not more grounded. It's almost like you're either in a relationship with a Taurus or you're and it's like there's movement that needs to happen here. Like you're making, I'm getting it, ear ringing. You're making, you're needing to make a bold move towards this person or in your life. Because maybe you are traditional and you're like holding on to an older energy, like a more like a traditional way of doing things. That could be Hierophant too. So, and you're being asked to move into something completely like different than what you normally do, Pisces. That could be it too. Like stop holding on to an old way of doing something, an old pattern, old behavior. It's time to move into completely something new. And it could be with a Taurus, like let's go on a new journey together, or it could be with any like or it could be something that you're like a way of doing things, like a method that you've been, like a method of work that you work on, like it's an old way of doing things and it's time for something completely new. Oh, that's exactly what that is. Whether it's work or it's a person, it's like this feeling of new, which is where we're heading. I like this so much. These circles here, circles, like, right? It's like, and this fireworks. It's like boom, it's explosive almost. It's a change, which we see here. And the Ace of Pentacles is like, how else are you going to move into this new project, this new business, this new relationship, whatever it is, this new way of making money, right? Doesn't always have to be about money, it's about even like love or whatever it is. How else are we going to head into that? We need to open our wings and try something new. Again, this world is the same idea. Our world is like the end of a chapter and moving into completely new grounds, new horizons. So Pisces, I don't know what it is. It could be love, it could be friendship, or it could be business or home. But you're like, some of you are stuck in an old way of doing things. You're just comfortable in it, you're used to it, like it's like something that's worked well for you in the past, you've made money with it, you have a good relationship because of it, but it's not going to work and materialize in the new energy. So you're needing to make a big change, and you can take along these people with you, or you can like completely like change everything up, like close a whole big chapter of your life and move into a whole new book. That's the feeling I'm getting. You might even move, you might travel, you might but it's this like, it's very opportunity, there's like opportunities coming your way because of it. You really actually at the end of the day, we're using the Hierophant as the original because it's really moving out of the old traditional way of being and moving into something new. And you're needing this because you're needing the change, you're needing to put the death of this old energy so you can accumulate all this abundance coming your way. And the Page of Swords is like, I usually think this as like a communication, like social media or marketing or accounting or finances. Actually always feels to me like that. So that could be something too that you're moving into, but they're dancing here, like a celebration kind of thing. You're moving into a new way of communicating, a new way of working within your structure, a new way of your relationship, a new way to bond with your, right? It's like, it's almost like very, again, cut and dry, which is interesting. Whatever worked for you or whatever was is no longer. And even if it brought in millions, and even if it brought in an amazing relationship, and even if it made you happy to no end, it's not working anymore. That's the message. And it's time to like dive in and with this trusted tortoise who's been here for millions and billions of years, and trust him with your money, and trust him with your love, and trust him and swim and go for it and like start fresh again. It's all in the cards, literally. And once you make that little leap, once you make that change, once you close that door and put the lock in it and throw away the key, it's like, I mean, boom, 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 boom. Like it's all like gradual, and like the Page of Swords, like another way of working around something, another way of like communicating again, but another way of like seeing things, right? Another way of seeing things, another perspective. Wow, man, it's freaking amazing, Pisces. And then all it takes is one little like goodbye to the old. I know it's not little, it's not easy to do that, but you're being asked to do that. And as soon as you throw away that key, it's going to just come in like, you're going to reach new heights of success. You're going to heights of love. Like you're gonna experience new energy, new ways. You're not even gonna understand what you're experiencing because it's so different, but it's gonna open up the world to you. You're going to, you might move, like I said, you might travel, you might it's going to open up to new experiences that you've never experienced before. This is amazing, and I wish I had Pisces in my chart. All right, this is really good. So you have one little task to do, whatever it is. Shut that shit down. All right, so I have one answer to an Angel Answers deck here. So you have ask a question. I don't have only yes and no, so come up with a question that's pretty open-ended. So a question, an answer for Pisces, please. Look at you. You got 3 answers. So give me do like this, like this. Think of 3 questions. Put a pause on this video because I'm coming in with the first answer. Not the right time is the first answer. The second answer is forgiveness. Forgiveness is the best thing you can ever do for anybody and yourself. The third answer is be assertive. All right, you got your answers. I hope you love this reading as much as I did, but this is amazing. So all you need to do is throw away the key and change is coming. Like change is coming in a very big way, in a lucrative way, a prosperous way, in a love way, in just a very exploratory way. Like a beautiful experience is coming your way. Experiences is, you know, like many of them. So awesome. All right, my beautiful Pisces, go ahead and check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, I can give you in-depth tarot readings and Akashic Records readings, which I go into your past lives to dissolve some old patterns and behaviors and old stuff. So check out that in my bio down below, or DM me on Instagram. All right, my beautifuls, have a beautiful week. I love you.